Hey guys, welcome back to Beast Quest Series 20, Book 2, Skalix the Snapping Horror. So like always guys, my in-depth story analysis and then my overall thoughts on this epic adventure. So without further ado, let's begin this book. Tom and Eleanor were still shocked. Their old enemy Malvel was back, as a ghostly form. As they made their way to find Beric, they couldn't forget the fight that ensued, and the mysterious key they had acquired from Zulok. Eventually they were greeted by Taladon's spirit, who explained that they would only need to put the key in contact with the Amulet of Avantia. Only then would a portal open to their way home. Taladon also explained that the amulet would also lead them to Beric, with that being said, Taladon had to go, because it was not natural for spirits to encounter the living for so long, apparently. Which explains why Malvel didn't kill Tom while he had the chance. That and he's a ghost. Lol. Tom and Eleanor walked on even further until coming across a river with a boat, and since our heroes were following Beric's trail, they assumed he was nearby. They took the boat, bumped into something, and then later Tom fell overboard and began drowning. He fell over the boat and was being pulled under by the spirits of victims who had also been drowned by the river's waters. At first, Tom fought it, but then he began to drop his guard and allow the spirits to drag him down. Tom was dragged out by Eleanor, but Tom had lost his memories. He saw Eleanor as an enemy and tried to desperately go back under the water, which forced Eleanor to knock him out. Tom had entered a nightmare of Malvel controlling every beast Tom had encountered. Luckily, the fright was so great it not only snapped Tom back to reality, but also returned his memories. Eleanor informed him the river's water had the power to erase memories. It appeared the Isle of Ghosts was a more deadly place than they expected. Tom and Eleanor ventured forth and soon heard Malvel and Beric approaching. They quickly hid in the trees and overheard their conversation, saying how Beric was the best apprentice he had ever had, but Tom could see what Beric couldn't see. Malvel was absorbing the life force from Beric to restore his own. It is funny because Beric goes on to say Petra and Seth weren't worthy of Malvel's approval, but to be honest, while the henchmen had failed, it was Malvel who turned on both of them, and Beric is no exception. He's taking the chance of life straight when he gets it. But yeah, our heroes confronted the two, and Beric straight started to fight. Tom tried to tell Beric that his life force was being strained by his master, but Malvel denied it, of course. Beric was still having doubts, and Malvel had it up to here with Beric's blunder, so he summoned the evil beast known as Skalix, while Malvel made his retreat. Tom begged Beric to free him from his spell so he could protect them from Skalix, but Beric was too scared to do anything. Eventually, though, our hero did get free, and he tried to fight off against Skalix and his powerful club-swinging tail, while Eleanor fought off Beric. Tom was getting the second wind with Skalix. The snapping horror may have been tougher than Tom, but his tail swing was hard to control, and at times would make him lose balance, which is what caught Skalix's tail in between some trees. Tom leapt on Skalix and stabbed his eye, but Tom spotted Eleanor losing her fight. He tried to help her, only to have Skalix send some trees crashing down upon Tom's legs, completely breaking them. What now? So Skalix is part croc and part Ankylosaurus, which is a dinosaur if you didn't know. So now you got Tom trapped. Tom used his inner strength and managed to loosen the tree. He grabbed a sharp twig and jammed it into Skalix's eye. He grabbed a twig and jammed it into Skalix's eye. Then he healed his legs with Score's token, then went to rescue Eleanor. He knocked Beric out cold, and then, with Eleanor okay, they decided to open a portal to Avantia. They threw Beric in, but before they could join him, Skalix pulled Tom away from the portal. Eleanor, refusing to leave Tom, tried to help, but doing this didn't give them time to go into the portal, and now it was closed. Our heroes were stuck with Skalix. Skalix was gonna go for Tom, but Eleanor distracted the beast. Tom jammed his shield into Skalix's mouth, but all that did was toss Tom off, leaving the shield stuck there. Eleanor lost her balance, so Tom went to save her, chopping off Skalix's club-like tail. This made Skalix mad and go after Tom. Before Skalix could kill Tom, he was finally beaten with a simple conk on the head from his own tail, which Eleanor had used as a weapon. This was enough to kill Skalix and get a scale from his body. When Tom went to retrieve his boots, Malval appeared. He was almost whole again, thanks to Beric, and he planned to get the remaining life energy from Tom. Malval swiped the amulet of Avantia from them and was forced to make a retreat when Eleanor stepped in. Tom, not wanting Malval to go to Avantia, destroyed the scale token, which would have created a portal to Avantia. Now our heroes had to stop Malval before he got a key, otherwise he would return to Avantia once more. But yeah, guys, there's my overall thought. Well, there's the analysis of Skalix. And now for my character analysis and my overall thoughts. Starting with Tom. Another good book for Tom. Of course, you just want Malval to come back. More connections with his father, of course. I think I did the analysis actually pretty well before I go into Tom any further. The analysis, like always, there's a few scuffles here and there, but nothing too major. But yeah, I do like the connections with Tom and Taladon in this book. Very well handled. Tom not wanting Malval to come back, and he actually does try to reason with Beric to try and tell him that Malval is using him. So there's some stuff there for Tom. Not as much as I would like, but there's something going on for him in this book. Eleanor, oh yeah, she gets more to do than Tom, I think. She does defeat the Beast. She does help Tom regain his memories, well, sort of. And she does a lot of stuff that I wasn't expecting of her character. It doesn't seem like much, but I feel like Eleanor got more to do than Tom did in this book. That's just my opinion. When you go over Malval, of course, he is doing what he does best, using people to get his way, like he did with Seth and Petra, and now with Beric. He's absorbing his life, but I feel like with Beric it makes the most sense because he wants to get his life back, so it's a matter of desperation. So he would take that chance to get life back by absorbing Beric's life energy. And of course Beric actually gets the most development of the characters, from turning from an evil character to a good character. I feel like if we had more time to know him as a bad guy, and then I would appreciate the start to change more. But considering I just met this guy last season, I don't really care for his character at this point. I mean, if I get more time with him, maybe. I'm just saying. But for the most part, he is the most developed character of the four. Then you've got the Beast himself, Skalix, who is probably one of the better beasts, because he's able to defeat Tom with ease, and Tom alone, I'm saying, because there are moments he breaks his legs, there are moments where he gets hit by the tail. I mean, Skalix is a slow beast with that big whumping tail, but he still has a thick set of armor and a big powerful tail that will knock you flying. And he is evil, so his only weak spot is his eyes, it appears. Luckily, though, Tom had the shield, so that did some good. But yeah, I do like Skalix. He's an interesting beast, very overpowering. And I do find it ironic that it only took a simple conk on the head by his own tail to actually beat him. And that whole tense moment of the portal closing, like, oh, we're stuck with Skalix now. That was awesome. But that does get rid of Beric, though, in this book. So we are rid of Beric for now. So, unless he comes back through a portal somehow. But yeah, we'll see. But I do like the ending. I mean, it all depends if you like, oh, this ending's a funny ending, where it takes all this effort to beat this beast, when all it took was a simple conk on the head from his own tail. So, that's awkward. But yeah, guys, there it is, my little thoughts on Skalix. I think I did enjoy this book. What was the last one called? I still love it. Yeah, well, obviously this is going to be more fun than Zoolock. It's not relying on setup, and it has the potential to tell its own adventure. There are moments of tension between Malval, the portal, the beast. Enough there to keep me on my heels. So there it is, guys. My thoughts on Skalix the Snapping Horror. And next time on Beast Quest, continuing on with Series 20, is Book 3, now of course being Akira the Crusher. Literally. I mean, that's odd, because normally Beast would have a title of 3 words. The, do-do, something, you know, like Skalix here. Skalix is the Snapping Crusher. Epos is the Flame Bird, but Akira is just the Crusher. Okay, but yeah, that'll be it, guys, and like I said, join us next time where we do Akira the Crusher. Till next time, guys, peace.